Hello, TJ. Okay, TJ, we'll look for you later today. Thanks for popping in. 204, how you doing? Hey, Ed,
Good morning, Mr. Paul.
how you doing?
Doing very good, thanks. And you?
Hanging in.
Awesome. Good morning, DJ.
Brenda's here. TJ stopped in because he's at work and he just wanted to say hello to everybody. And
Oh, nice.
he
Good
said
morning, Brenda.
he gets out at 4, so he'll be joining us maybe later. So
Nice. Don't work too hard, TJ. It's Saturday. Is it still raining out there? Well,
it's damp, but it's not raining. But we're supposed to get more rain. You can see it's pretty humid. The humidity is definitely in the air. Right, Bone?
morning, Jim. How's the weather out there, Brenda and Jim? Is it nice this morning? Here's a little bit cold. It's -6. And A little bit of wind. A little bit of wind. $47. Still pretty good. It's warm. Here is -6 right now.
Yeah, I gotta stop adding extra, but I give Boone in the morning half a can of wet dog food with gravy. And I usually, in the bottom of the bowl, I sprinkle in a few hard kibbles, just a little bit. And he eats all around it and leaves that, so I just had to go clean it out, so. Because he's not gonna eat it anyway, so. He's a pretty picky little guy, I'll tell you that.
You tried mix it together?
Yes, that's what I did. I put it together and then stir it up. Nope, nope, nope. Even if I stir it up so there's gravy on top of the kibble, it just leave it in the bowl.
Oh, wow.
But when I say a handful, it's like maybe 30, 40 little pieces of
Little
kibble.
things, right?
Boone will eat the kibble if you mix it all up together. You don't
I-
just sprinkle it. Mix it.
I did, and he doesn't.
I'd still keep it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Eventually, he's going to eat it.
Good morning, Joe and Mark.
Mine get kibble. That's all they get. They don't get any other dog food.
See, all my other dogs used to get the kibble. They didn't get the regular dog food, but this guy's been raised on canned gravy dog food.
He will adapt. Just
Hey,
gotta
Mark
keep it up.
White.
I'm Paul. Ed, Joe.
Hey, Mark, what's going on?
I'm fine. Just leave it in the bowl. When he gets
Yeah.
hungry, he'll eat it.
That's right.
Paul, my little guy was the same way. He only eat canned food, and then like the wet stuff, and then we changed it to the
I
pedigree.
bet you. Yeah.
We left it there for a day. He didn't touch it. The next day we did the same thing. He was hungry. He ate the whole thing.
Yeah. What I would do is, like I said, I'd mix it in there, and if he left anything, leave it until you feed him the next time. And if he's hungry sometime in between, he's going to go eat it. Eventually, he's going to start eating it all.
Boone's out running around the backyard like a wild man.
So he's running around like a 4-year-old dog, beagle.
Well, he's chasing anything that flies or crawls, In
That's
fact,
what he is.
yesterday, he got this close to grabbing the ass end of a squirrel before it went up the tree.
He's starting to figure out. He's going to get one. That's what he's bred for.
Boone, what are you doing?
Being Boone.
Telling everybody that that's his garden now.
Yep. It's in his genes, Paul. Well,
Well, he better keep it in his genes.
that's what he's doing. Just let him outside. Let him run. Best thing you can do for him.
Make sure he has his jeans zipper closed.
That's it.
If you can see him out there running around and you know he's not getting out, don't even worry about him. If he wants to come in, he's going to come and yell at you. He's going to come bark.
Well, the thing of it is right now, it's 39 degrees, but I got the door propped open this wide, so he can get in and out.
39 degrees don't matter to him. If he gets cold, he'll come in. You can't remember when you were a kid and you went out and you played with all your friends and it was cold and you took your jacket off and you kept playing?
To be honest with you, Joe, no, I can't remember those days.
Well, you did, I guarantee you.
Oh, yes.
What, Joe, you got any shoots today?
We got to put those pictures together.
Oh, you're still working on the pictures.
We got that weather I told you about. We're supposed to have it overnight and it hasn't hit. Crazy. Coming in around 11 this morning.
Well, I got 2 ships late after I signed off last night. They turned out fairly well because all of a sudden the sun popped out, and so I went down and got 2 of them back to back.
Oh, I would have knocked this guy out just now. They had a guy they found dead in his apartment, in his house. Coroner came out, and the 2 guys that pick up the body, one of the guys inside, the other guy's dragging him out on the ground, and he's bouncing down the stairs. Boom, 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 boom.
Well, he can't feel it. He's already dead anyway. So
It don't matter. That's not the way you do it. I used to work at a funeral home too, and both of the people got fired immediately.
You got a stretcher and cover, right?
Yep.
morning, Frank.
You wrap them, stretcher, cover. You do it very dignified. It's got to be.
Like I said, he was already dead. He's not feeling nothing. A little couple bruise bumps in his head. He's not going to feel it.
Yep. But they see him bouncing down the stairs. Boom, 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 boom. They got video of it. That's the best part. See, Boone came back in. Now they're going to close the door. See, if I knew it wasn't going to rain this morning, I wouldn't be here. I would have been over at City Park with the bass rodeo. Oh. Yeah, that other box came in yesterday. Other box coming in today. Crazy.
So you're gonna have
We've got one
I'll
of
put them all
those
together today.
silly
They're not going to
days
get them till
today.
Monday.
so you're gonna have 2 sets of pictures of the same people.
I'm going to have 2 sets of the team pictures.
They take pictures.
So I'll have 33 extra team pictures.
How's the weather there, Ed?
It's a little bit cold and windy.
You got any get snow or ice left?
No, it stopped.
Okay.
Thank God.
All right. So, Joe, how much longer you got to get those pictures ready?
Well, I was supposed to have them a week ago,
Oh, okay.
and it got delayed for 15 days.
Do any of the people that want them been looking for them, or?
One parent. I told them they got hung up between Dallas. I've been letting the coach know to let them know.
Morning, Corey, man. Corey.
Hi, Corey.
You're not
Will do.
shipping them. It's whoever does the pictures is shipping them, right?
No, they're shipping him to him, and he's giving him
Oh,
out.
so you guys had the stuff that we had. I had 15 centimeters.
The lab I have is in Maryland. I deal with. So I send I'll go on the internet, put it on the internet. They ship it from Maryland to me. I put them together and bring them to the team. Now, after today, or after the day I shipped them, if somebody would have ordered them, the lab would send them directly to them.
Oh, okay.
But I'd make them pay the shipping. Because the first
Right.
order hits the minimum, so I don't have to worry about shipping costs.
All right, where are you?
Hey, Brenda, Jody,
Brenda,
or rather
Brenda.
Frank, Corey.
So it's being shipped from Maryland to you and it ended up in Dallas, Texas?
Yeah, it's been all over the country. Yeah, that's the one that was supposed to come in. Like I said, it was shipped the 13th. Got it yesterday. Took 15 days. The other shipment that shipped the same day was here in 2 days
Wow.
from the same place. Same place, same kind of box.
Now, what does the people that shipped it have to say about it? Anything or?
Yeah, I told you all of that. I called them up. They said I was It said that I had to deal with the shipping company, and I told them, I said, I've contacted you, the postal service, and put all of that in there, and we've got a trace on it. They took the number from me. They called back and said, yeah, it's not tracking. We're gonna go ahead and expedite you out a second box for free.
Okay.
So they took care of it on that end. And I was gonna, I told them, I said, if I don't see it soon, I'll probably order another one. That's what I told them. And because they asked me when I needed it, and I told them 2 days ago. That's what I said to them, right? Said I actually needed it. I needed it a week ago when it started all of this. And I said I've contacted the people. I said so I've got to get it as soon as I can. And the next day they sent me an email, the same guy, and he said we understand the situation. We're going ahead and he said I ordered another set of pictures. It was a $59 order, and I guarantee it the lab is about $20. For them to print and ship probably because it's just paper. That's all it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the cheapest thing. That's what old gallery used to teach us. The cheapest thing in the world is the paper. We could print reprint it real quick. It's not a big deal. Because they don't lose it. They're doing by the ream of paper anyway.
Did you
So
see? Did you see what Cory Mono put in there?
yeah, heavy wet snow. That's bad. So the bottom line, I got another set of pictures coming in. Now I do have 3 other pictures in there. It's a 8x10 and show you. I think I still got the picture up there. I might have deleted it. Yeah, I don't have it. Hold on. Oh, here
Well,
it is.
at least he only got 6 to 7 inches. We got 15 centimeters.
Yeah, I got
That's
this
the
picture
same.
has an 11 by 14 of this guy coming out the tunnel with the flag. So I've got an 8x10 and 11 by 14 of this that the grandmother wanted.
Oh, okay.
And then I've got another picture of Arthur Hardy in Mardi Gras Day. That's in that same package.
That's a great photo.
And as soon as that one comes in, that's money because I'm getting paid for those.
Okay.
And then I got the one for Arthur Hardy. Now I'm gonna have 2 of each one. So for the same price, I'm just gonna give them all of them. That way, the grandfather, the grandfather, the other grandfather, they can give them to all the grandparents.
Yeah, it's 16 centimeters is 6.5 inches, so it's the same.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all I've ever needed all my life, 6 or 7 inches.
Yeah, with that 6 or 7 inches, you got in a lot of trouble, right?
Never been in trouble.
You
Dude,
you
I've
never
had to deal.
you,
I've
you
had
never
to
had
deal with a lot of trouble.
yeah you never had the daddy point his finger in your face and says, "Don't you do that to my daughter."
No,
Dude, that's me right now sleeping, bro.
I had the daddy point his finger in my face and said, "Please take her. Please take her with you."
Did you ask him to write you a check?
I had one tell me, "You could have her. Take her now, please." I brought her back that night. I said, no.
No, thanks. Return for what's the return policy, right?
I gave him back the check. Said in the state of Louisiana, you have 3 days to null and void a contract. Here, take it back. I don't even want one. I don't even want a 1 day. Come. Johnny's on Rodney's show right now. And when he came on, I said, I gotta go, Rodney. Johnny came on like that. So he put it up there, everybody started laughing. And I sat there for a minute. I said, no, I think I'll stay. Johnny needs all the friends he can get because I've seen the way he flies. Then this love lady was wiping his eyes. He was laughing so hard. I gave Johnny all the stuff for Florida to bring down there. And I'm actually thinking about going run up by his house before he leaves and give him a couple of cups I have. I forgot to give him those cups.
Well, now he's leaving tomorrow, right?
Monday.
No, Monday.
So I'll probably put them together and run that way. Because tomorrow's supposed to be a good day. I may run down and fly around Manchac around him. See if he wants to go run down to Manchac. We got time.
Morning, man.
Darn
Props.
We got one of those stupid days today where it says it's 11 degrees centigrade, feels like 4.
I've got 2 USA drone flyer cups I can give him because I've got that new cup coming in. And then I might have 2 for the United States Drone United States Drone Society. I'll give them both of those to give up. I give at least one of them. I ordered the new, let me show you what the new cup's gonna look like. I gotta pull it up, hold on. And she told me that last night too. Hold on, I gotta pull it up. God darn
And then she said, that's it.
it. No, she stopped pulling and said, that's enough. That's all I need right there.
Mad Props says he's having a medium come out to bless his house today. What?
You better get a priest. Get rid of the medium.
Good.
Oh, look, a pussycat. Meow. Meow.
Oh, look at, yeah. Mark's pussycat.
Give a little breathing, Anderson. Yeah, he does. Yes, sir. Anderson, that's a birdie. 400 on the day. 400.
Mad Props says we have had a bad energy in the house since we moved in. Well, call a priest, don't call a medium.
You don't want a medium. Hold on.
Or do some people consider a priest being a medium, you know?
No. I don't know why this ain't working. Hold on, I'll get it up there in a minute.
Yeah, we talked about the common code complexes here. Again, had a play
Why is it not working?
for one, because of the weather. Little over 2 hours, it came back 5:09, and then at 7:37 p.m.
Can you please use the bathroom from now on when you fart?
What, Ed, are you gonna do any flying when it clears up, or?
No, not today. It's too windy.
Now, what are you flying mostly?
My Mini 3 Pro.
Okay, you like it?
Oh yeah, that's the only one I have right now. I love that thing.
Well, you know, I bought the Flip, and I have it all set up ready to go. I only flown it once, and it just doesn't hit my hot spot, you know, it just doesn't, I mean, it folds up, but it really flies well. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just not my vision of flying a drone is not the Flip, you know?
Mhm.
Maybe it's just my old man attitude, but
See if we can get this thing to work. Oh, I know what it was. It would help if I put the right size mug on it to make it look right.
yeah.
That's the whole thing right there. Yeah. Too worried about that dog. Okay, here's a new design. It's gonna come around to YouTube. And have the new logo.
Got your logo, yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's gonna have the best drone ever up in the top, the Avata 2.
Oh, I
Louisiana
thought,
down here.
I thought you were gonna put the Flip up there.
I don't have a Flip. But that's the way the mug looks there. Now that's the one I ordered through Sam's. Now that's the one I'll have. The one that I really like. The one I really like is the one at my Printify store. But it costs like twice as much. You find it. Where did this thing go? There it is. I like the design on this one better. But this is the one I have on my site if somebody wants them.
There you go, Ed.
Oh, that's the Flip. Yeah.
That's the flip with the smart controller.
Oh, yeah.
And I haven't flown it.
You got the case and everything, right?
Yep.
Yeah, here's the one that I did on my site. On my Printify. I've got it set up where I've got the red on it. And it's just basically the logo. Not taking too long.
No. What, so that's what you're, that's what you're sending down there, or what are you gonna do with it?
No, not these. It'd be the old ones.
So you're working on inventory for next fly in, huh?
I don't know. I might. What I want to do with it is, there's a way to do it where I want to try to make it where the background's white. And I wanted to, because I did it and I can't figure out how I did it. I think it was the blue one. The blue one made it almost look red, white, and blue. The cup. But the new logo is gonna take up most of the cup. That's gonna be pretty cool.
You know, the sad part of it is I see all kinds of drones flying, not all kinds, but you know, they're down by the water. But they're usually the same design as a DJI with the flip out arms. I don't think I've ever seen in the air in my area a flip.
And they want the bigger drones out there.
Yep.
But the flip, like I said, the flip would work. It's just you gotta practice it. For what you do, I would fly it around my backyard. I'd go sit out there and fly it and fly it and fly it and fly it. If you're gonna bring it out and do a ship, you're not gonna have the same power as the Air 2S to get around the ship in the wind. You know, that's the big deal. But we told you the Neo wasn't the kind you needed. You should have not bought everything. You should have bought your Air 3S. Air 3S would have been perfect for you. But no drone will be perfect for you until you set the parameters right. Until you set the return to home if you lose connection, till you return the height right. Because if you don't have them set right, no matter what drone you got, you're gonna lose it. If you lose connection.
I figured since I got it out, it was down a little bit, so right now it's charging.
How much was it down?
Just one little
Yeah, I'd have just left it. It wouldn't hurt anything.
light. And the other
It's
battery,
just-
I don't know what the other battery is because the batteries are not set up on this, so you can just push a button and see where they're at. You know, you got to put it
Yeah,
in.
they got a problem. If you got you got the charger,
Yep,
you got the charging block.
yep.
Put it in the block. Maybe they've got the lights on the block. I'll show you. That's how that Mini 3 does. Yeah,
Here's the block.
they got a light on there somewhere where you put it in.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I figured to show you that. What's it got? 3 lights? Or 2 and blinking.
2 and 1 blinking.
Yeah. So you had about half of the battery life on that. Don't unplug the other one. When you start charging it, let it finish. because you'll screw up the system. It'll read it wrong, and then it won't charge correctly for a couple of times. Once you plug them in, you gotta let them charge. What's up, Randy?
Well, I could just go over and plug it in out here. Let it charge the battery too.
Yeah, you could do that.
Because when it gets to be a full charge, it'll just be all solid lights, right?
Right.
Let me see how my controller's doing. Now my controller's full.
Yeah, that doesn't discharge as fast.
Hey Joe, with that controller, can you still put your sun hood on it? You know that cover that they have for the glare?
Yeah.
Can you still use that with that one with the antennas?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
Cause
Oh,
see,
you could, eh? Okay, I see.
yep, see here, it's got right down here, the little screw holes for putting the sunshade.
Yeah. Goes right in the back. Right there.
Yeah, I got one on mine. That's why I'm just asking. But
Yeah.
mine doesn't have the antennas. I got the old one. I was just asking.
Yep.
Cool.
I think I'm gonna crash the Neo today. I mean, fly the Neo today.
Poor little Neo. He loves you, Joe.
I'm gonna name the Neo Little Bitch.
Well, then you're gonna have to get a T-shirt that's gonna say "little bitch" pointing down, "big bitch" pointing up.
No, the Mavic 3 will be big bitch.
Okay. Mark, you know you're muted, right?
My T-shirt will say Alpha. That's what it'll say.
Alpha. Okay.
No, I didn't know.
Alpha and beta.
Yeah, we got a T-shirt that when I start going back to New Orleans, I'm gonna start wearing again. It says, it's got the Marine Corps emblem on it, and it says, "Careful, son, I'm this old for a reason." It's got the big Marine Corps emblem on it.
Which one do you have, Mark?
Which
Which,
he's got several drones. What are your drones you got, Mark? What's your inventory?
Drones, I've got the Mini 1, the Mini 3 Pro, the Mini 4 Pro, the Air 2, the Air 2S, the Mavic Pro Platinum, the Tello, and the Neo. And then I've got the F550 Hexacopter and two old Potensix T18s.
Well, you were doing good till you said Neo. So, you had my respect till you said that.
out of that whole collection, Mark, which one is your favorite one?
Or does it depend upon what you're flying?
It depends. I mean, most of the time I will fly the Mini 4 Pro. Now, it was the Mini 3 Pro until I got the Mini 4 Pro. just because it's the same as you. It's so much easier to fly the sub 250-gram ones wherever you want.
Mhm.
All the rest of them are heavy enough, except for the Neo and the Tello, obviously. The rest of them are heavy enough to only be flown in open countryside, away from people. But I do like the Air. I do like the Air 2S as well. That is a nice drone.
I was watching yesterday someone's channel. I can't remember the guy's name. He's very popular on YouTube. He was doing a review on the new update for the Mini 4.
Yeah,
Apparently
Darren.
DGS screwed up on the update.
Yeah, Darren, DM
There, that's it.
Productions.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, he lives not far from me, up near Blackpool somewhere,
Oh, cool.
about 40, 50 miles away from me, something like that.
Oh, nice. Yeah, he was showing that he did the update and his screen just went pure
Yeah.
black.
Cocked it up completely, haven't they?
Yeah, I couldn't see nothing.
Yeah, I looked at it and when he said there was an update for it, I thought, oh, I must get it done then. And then when I watched his thing, I said, oh, I don't think I'll bother.
Yeah, he said to wait another week or a couple of days.
Yeah, until they sort out the problems. They'll
Yeah.
have been told. They'll have been told that it's all gone wrong.
Okay.
Like, doesn't someone from DJI would check that before they press the button to send it
You
out?
would think so, wouldn't you?
That's crazy. You imagine going to a place where you're going to go fly your drone, you go, and it says needs update, and you try to do the update, and all of a sudden you can't fly it.
Yeah.
Well, LSU's basketball team, the girls team, that won national championship 2 years ago. They played their number 3 seed. They played number 2 last night. I've been trying to find out when the games are. I haven't been able to find them. So now I got to start really paying attention because they were in the Sweet 16 and they were playing the number 2 seed. There was a minute left in the game. They're behind by 2 points. They won by 7 points.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and at last minute, they outscored them 9-0.
Three pointers in the last minute. That's good.
Yeah. Well, I think it was 2 3-pointers. One was a foul and an extra point. The free throw.
Right. I'm back in a minute. I've got a phone call.
I was watching it just now and I was saying, oh, did they lose? Because they were saying it came down to the wire and it's showing 72-73. And I'm saying, oh, Lord. And the other team was staying with them until they took over. And it was when she made the basket, I said, it's got to be a foul. And the official it said foul, right?
Wow.
And then she came and hit it and went up. They went up by 2. Then they took over. But it was like, come on.
I'm back. Oh, dear.
So I got to find out when they play again. I want to watch the next game.
Frank said, yeah, Mexican half blew it.
Well, they were playing in North Carolina State. It was red and white. I tell you what, I'm gonna put my credentials in. I want to go shoot the NOLA Gold. It's a rugby team that we have now. And I'm gonna probably submit the credentials to go shoot the thing. And they're in first place. They're just kicking everybody's butt. I want to go out there and see that. I've never physically watched it, been there, or taken any pictures of rugby. But I want to get out there.
Oh, rugby is one of the toughest sport.
A lot more physical than American football, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I know. I agree there.
The only thing that they wear
is
a mouth guard, and that's it. They don't wear no pads, no nothing.
right. Yeah, it's right on the other side of the lake, where it's Zephyr Field, we used to have a AAA club, the New Orleans Zephyrs, baseball. And they went somewhere else and they kept the field and they used it for high school now. And then now they put the rugby out there. And that's a beautiful field to be at, you know. There's a lot of room. So I should have a lot of room to shoot. I got to find out about that.
Yeah, that's one of the best sports to watch, is that. But if you're gonna watch, you better watch the girls. They're better.
Yeah, Michigan got blown out, right? Basketball. They were one of the top seeds and they got blown out. I think they got blown out by the number 1 seed for the tournament.
So Matt just went on Rodney's show. So I just typed in there, Johnny and Matt. I said, y'all killing me. Yeah, that went over real good when he put it on the screen.
They're just talking about on the news, Joe, an all-girls space flight.
Yeah.
Elon's put it
So
together.
That'll work.
Yep. As long as they're capable, I don't care what they are.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Frank says Michigan was up by 10 and then blew it at the end and lost.
Wow.
But they who did they lose to, Frank? Was it Indiana or who?
So Paul, you're gonna go fly the Neo today? Is that why you're charging?
I got a flip. I don't have a Neo.
Oh, flip.
The flip is
yes.
showing.
Because
Yeah,
see,
the flip,
I'm
sorry.
not in the same class as Joe. You know,
No,
Joe.
you like that's right. You like the Neo. I don't.
Joe's got the Neo. He loves that Neo. You know, he
Yeah.
goes over to other people's channels and they say, "I'm thinking about getting a drone. What should I get?" First thing out of his mouth is, "Get a Neo."
First thing out of my mouth was Air 3S.
No, that's the second or third thing.
Yeah, because when he's all right. I don't like the drone. We're not in the same class. I don't like the drone. He loves the drone.
For the price though, if you're just going to get into drones and you don't know if you're going to like it, Joe recommends the Neo.
For the price, I'll be honest with you. For the price, for what it does, meaning flies away, doesn't listen to you inside, will bounce off a wall, it'll ruin you in drones. It's better to spend a little bit more and get one that will work. If it's somebody new to drones, they are not going to want to fly drones anymore.
Ed, you got a Neo, don't you?
No.
Well, if you listen to Joe, Ed, you'll get a Neo.
No.
I tell you, the only time that I find it works is when you have the goggles and the motion controller, and you're outside and you're flying it fast. When you're putting all the motors behind it, you can get about 80% right on it, but it'll still drift on you enough that you better be paying attention.
Well, the Neo, you bounced that off a couple of poles, didn't you?
Well, the Neo basically it bounced itself off a couple of poles. It's like
So,
I told it to go under something. There's a thing. It says it has no obstacle avoidance. I told it to go under a bench one time, and I'm going slow under the bench, and I'm pushing down on the stick saying go down, and it gets underneath the stick, underneath the bench. When it gets close to the bench, it picks up and bumps right into it, right into it. I said, come on now, and the circle was down in the bottom. Why did it go back up? And then I had to go around a pole, and when it got into the thing, it drifted backwards on me. When I'm telling it to go forward, it's going backwards and hit the other pole.
Wow.
I said, you got to be kidding me. That was the day I lost that filter. I didn't realize I lost the filter.
oh, you did. Did you ever find that filter?
I didn't find that one. I told Freewell about it. Told them that it bounced off, and I said the other ones don't look like the bang that works is good. They sent me a new one.
Ah,
Yes. Did you do a calibration before you flew it?
Yeah, I've calibrated. I've done everything. I've done every calibration you could think of, demand. It's just that's something about it. I don't know.
See, Paul, that's why it's #1.
Yeah, number one on the bottom.
that's why he recommends it to everybody.
Probably gonna make me leave. I tell you, ruining my name. Yeah, like Randy said, put it in manual mode. That all goes away because then you got everything. It wasn't operator error. No way. Because I could be flying around here, going through a building, perfectly steady, going through a building, and that sucker's gonna it'll start drifting to one side or the other. And that could be the wind, but if I'm going fast, it's still, no matter if I go slow, either way, it's still drifting. And when I did the autonomous mode with my granddaughter walking around outside, I told it to do a droning. It went up. And one thing I don't like about it, it goes up and how it turned it off, and then when it started coming back, turned it back on, right? Now that bothered me, but it's still, I understand it. But then I told it to do the what is it? The one that goes to rocket, when it goes straight up. And it
Yeah.
went up, and it stayed up, and it stayed up, and it stayed up there. I was waiting for it to run out of battery. Then it came halfway down. I put my hand out. As soon as it saw my hand, it went back up. Now that has nothing to do. And I had obstacle avoidance when I flew it around out here off my balcony, and it flew up to me, got to me. I put my hand out. It went, hit the ceiling and went flying. So it's like, why is it doing that when you put your hand underneath? It's supposed to come to you.
And you didn't send it back?
Nope. Like I said, I could put the goggles on with the motion controller and get about 80% of what I wanted to do.
That
I
sounds
just have to realize when I'm
interesting.
making a turn to give a little bit more in my wrist in that turn so it doesn't drift as much. So it pulls it in. If I just slightly turn that wrist, that sucker's drifting like this. And I found one thing you can do is, this is the last time I flew it. You hold the motion controller, right? And as you make the turn, you start making your turn where you tilt it like this. And as soon as it starts making a turn, you turn it like this. And that sucker will go and stop and come back. He'll actually stop like this and come back.
Joe just
Now, that
sent you a
looks
link.
good. What you did?
Sent you a link.
Private chat?
No, Messenger.
Oh, hold on. I got Top Chat on as well. Is that showing me nothing?
It's the what's it? It's the women's college basketball thing.
Oh, okay.
It's the app on the iPhone.
I'm looking on the chat. I got it. Okay, that's good. Thank you.
Right. Princeton are
'Cause I
playing.
knew you were watching. I didn't think about that.
Princeton are playing Yale today at 4 o'clock. Whether that's 4 o'clock our time or your time, I'm not sure. Notre Dame are playing TCU in the Sweet 16 at 5 o'clock. Tennessee are playing Texas. Oklahoma are playing UConn. Old Miss are playing UCLA.
Okay.
Oh no, they played them. They beat them. UCLA beat Old Miss 76-62.
Joe Fodolio is taking an original Nevada and he redid it where the prop guards are changed, everything's changed on it, changed the motors. Now it's a 5-inch Nevada, a lot more power than everything else. And that
Wow.
was the one Marcus Crawford used to own. And he bought it from Marcus and crashed it right after they flew it from Marcus. And then he said, I'm making it a little bit stronger than this. And he's got it down so he could fly it like a 5-inch FPV. And he said it handles beautiful because it's got the extra power to it now with the stronger motors. Yeah, a couple of people out there that have them now.
Is it the 3S that has the blades that go backwards, like when they're spinning, or is it?
Yeah. 2 of them go one way, 2 of them go the other way, but it's a pusher, so they go the opposite way because they're pushing up instead of pulling. Yeah, pushing up instead of pulling up. So
Wouldn't that be crazy? Like if you crash it and your blades are going backwards, like if it grabs a branch and it just pushes your drone into the branch. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Mm.
but he's got the prop guard, so it's going to be hard to do. You know, it can be done. Believe me, it can be done. Because when mine messed up, it hit a tree. It was the original Nevada. That's the one where I lost connection, and it was by a tree. So when it started to return home, went up into the tree. You know, and that's when I knew I was going to lose connection. And instead of just turning around, coming straight back, I tried to make a turn and come down the street. And as I made the turn, as soon as I made the turn, I lost connection. All I could see was a bunch of green. So I said, go up like this. And I don't know if I did it or it did it on its own to return to home. But it started doing something. And all of a sudden, it went blank, right? So I knew about where it was. So I drove over there, found it laying underneath the tree. And one of my props, one of the motors was bent in a little bit. And there was a branch there. So it must have fell into a branch. And the branch hit it and it messed up the motor.
And the rest of it.
And that's the one that I got back here and I put on my desk. And I've straightened it all out and I got it to where it would start up, right? And I think it was Jonathan that kept telling me, send it back. If you don't bend it, send it back. I said, it should work now. And I put my hand on top of it and turned the motor on. And that sucker went whoop, as fast as it could go. And it blew everything off my desk. And I stopped it and I said, what the hell? And he said, send it back. And I did it again and it was perfect, right? I said, I don't know, maybe I did it twice and told it to take off, you know? I might have done that. He said, send it back. I said, it's fine. So I took it out right next to my building out here. Went click, click, starts up perfect. That went click, click, so they hit my second button. It started up and flew up, hit the building, went flying around. Props went one way, a piece of it went the other way. I said, oh, I guess I got to send it back.
Oh, wow.
Went right over my head, went right over me like that.
According to this, Joe, LSU play UCLA tomorrow at 8 p.m.
Oh, that's good. I'll go watch that tomorrow night.
I still don't know whether that's your time or our time, but LSU are 28-5, UCLA are 30-2.
It'll be a tough one.
Hmm.
It'll be a tough one. I'll find it tomorrow. But I sent it back. That's the one I got in the box in the back. I sent it back. I
It's-
think it cost me $49 to get it replaced.
It's the Elite Eight, it says, which I suppose is the next round
Yeah.
on. It's on
Yeah, it's the
ABC.
next round.
It's on
18.
ABC.
On
I'll find it. I
ABC?
appreciate that.
It's on ABC.
Okay. I'll find it. I'll check tomorrow morning when everything refreshes.
Hmm.
But I got
don't
that
know
one
where-
sitting in the
I
back in
don't
the
know
box,
where-
brand new.
It doesn't say where it's at, but
Yeah, I don't know where they're playing at. I couldn't tell you.
I would have thought that if they say LSU first, that it should be there.
No, it's
But
going to be a
You
neutral
never know.
site.
Oh, it's neutral,
site.
is it?
Yeah, there's a neutral site. There's like 4 sites going on right now
Right.
with the 16.
Let's see if I can figure out where it is then.
But I tell you, I see. I've got the original Levada, like I said, up for sale. But I love the original Levada too. You know, the regular Levada. It's heavier, and it just flies different than the Avata too. So it's not a priority for me to sell it. You know, it's not that I need to sell it because I've got 4 batteries, 2 drones. I don't need another FPV drone because the only thing I really do want to get, I do want to get another Avata 2, but I'm waiting to see what they're going to do with the Avata 3.
Well, there's still, according to this, Kansas State play USC in the Sweet 16 on ESPN
Wow.
midnight. So that must be our time. They won't be playing at midnight your time.
Yeah, it's got to be your time.
Hey, Paul, Jason says I.
Hey,
So
Jason.
that's your 5 hours.
Or Johnson IBAS, is that?
Johnson, yeah.
I don't know
Tomorrow,
who that is.
5
Johnson,
hours
yeah. Sorry.
at the moment. On Sunday it'll be
Yeah,
6 hours.
it's been a while.
So it'd be 7 p.m. your time, I think, that on ESPN.
I don't think I've ever seen that name before.
So that means that if it's our time, 8 o'clock at night is going to be 3 o'clock in the
3
afternoon.
o'clock.
Yeah.
Johnson used to be on the Canadian Drone Hub once in a while.
Yeah. I got to change channels now. The local news is off, so I can't watch Hannah in that tight skirt anymore. Oh, that girl. Shh. That's the only person at the news station I've never met. I've never been anywhere where she's been. She's only been with them for about a year and a half. She doesn't do the remotes like everybody else does. So she missed her chance.
Or Mr. Chance for what?
Well, she got married, so she missed a chance to meet me. You know, if she'd have met me, she wouldn't be getting married.
Mm.
Well, in other words, she would not have gotten married because she wasn't going to settle for second best.
That's right.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, once you meet the best, you know, it's like you can't go back to the rest. So today is the Global Day of Action against Tesla. You know, it's kind of funny how they loved Teslas before Trump got elected again. And now they don't like him because he's cutting all the money they're stealing. He came out the other day and said, I don't, you're not hurting me. You're hurting the owners of the cars and the insurance companies. He came out and said that.
About time somebody mentioned this insurance companies because
Yeah.
everybody has insurance, and what they're doing is going to hurt everybody's premiums because the insurance company isn't going to lose money over this. They'll get it back
Well,
from the insurance premium.
Well, yeah, they're arresting a lot of people right now. With they're arresting a lot of people that have been doing it.
Well, what I can't believe is the people that are stupid enough to damage a Tesla. And if you don't know, they've got cameras on them all the time. On
Oh,
both.
no. Well, the guy had firebombed in Vegas.
Yeah.
They got him. They arrested him, and he's Chinese, or he's got to be Chinese, I think it is. And he belongs to the Communist something social thing of America.
Wow.
So they said that he's now a domestic terrorism. They're charging him with, and they said he may get to see what El Salvador looks like.
Yep.
And then you saw that guy on the he had like a four-wheeler. He's like 400 pounds. He drives full force into one, backs up and drives full force into it again. And they arrested him. Everybody that does it, they've been arresting. They've been catching them.
Oh yeah, the guy that rode that 4x4, big heavy set guy.
Yeah.
He ran right in the side of a Tesla.
Yeah, the thing I was getting a kick out of was that little gallon jug of gasoline he had in the front.
Yep.
That was either a piss jar or gasoline. It looked like gasoline. That'd have been funny if he'd hit that thing and that sucker would have ignited. I'd have liked to see that.
Well,
But
I think Tesla's sales have gone up recently.
Oh yeah, the stock. Remember when Walsh got on there? He said the stock's down to 222. The governor, and he was all. Now it's up to 3 something. Yeah, it's going up. That's all right. They don't care. But they've got a task force probing all the attacks. They said that they will anybody messing up a Tesla, any Tesla being damaged. When we catch you, you will be charged with domestic terrorism. So that's good. Start making examples of these people. With key in a car, give them 20 years or 10 years.
Yep. Throw them in a cell and throw away the key.
I mean, serious.
Feed them bread and water every day.
Like I asked my brother about my sister. Does she have a Tesla? Because she's into the Priuses and everything else, and she's about as democratic as you can get. And she said no, she's using the SUV that she had to get because of the husband. She needed something bigger to get the husband in and out of when he was sick. And I said, oh, I was just wondering because if she had a Tesla, I was wondering if she was going to key her own car. And he fell out laughing. He called me up and he said, yeah, I thought about that too. But shoot, I already told her. I told her right before the election, I said, calling you now because when Trump wins, I'm not calling you for 4 years. I said, because I don't want to hear your mouth. And if I start hearing your mouth right now, I'm going to get off the phone. Yeah, he goes out about twice a year to visit her out in Vegas. And because first thing I did is when they firebombed the place, I said, go check on your sister and make sure she's not in jail.
He laughed at that, I'm sure.
He said, what do you mean? What are you talking about? A sissy in Vegas. Somebody firebombed the Tesla lot. He started laughing. Double check that. They asked Tyrus, that's the big wrestler, right?
Yeah.
Tyrus on Gutfield. He said, "What would you do if somebody keyed?" He said, "What would you do if somebody came up and keyed your Tesla Cybertruck?" He said, "I'd have to raise his children."
That sounds like Tyrus, doesn't it?
Yeah, the way he said that, he said that I'd be raising his children. Tell you, Tyrus is a big dude.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I come up to his like, it's not even his underarm. Let's put it that way. I come up right above his chest area. He's got a house here in Sanctuary.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Have you met him before?
I wanted to find out if I could run into him, and I know he's here on weekends. He comes in on weekends. So I went over where he goes shopping at. And I went in there to get some cold cuts and stuff because they got the best cold cuts in the world. It's called Fresh Market. And I went over there, and as I turned the corner, I could he was walking. I could see the top of his head above one of the things. and I was in the back. He came in the back to get some stuff. And I said, "Hey, Tyrus, how you doing?" Like that. And he wigged over, shook my hand. It was like. I said, "Where'd my freaking hand go?" You know, I told him, I said, "Where'd my hand go?" He's,
Do you laugh?
darn it. Yeah, he's a big guy. But he's in there on weekends when he comes down. He's in the weekends. Got a big house in a place called Sanctuary. It's like about an 8-bedroom house. And he's got like one whole bedroom is nothing but exotic fish tanks. With exotic fish in them.
Wow.
Salt water, all exotic stuff. And he's got one of the guys that owns
How far away would you say he lives from you?
5 miles. And then he's got a guy that owns a pet store out here that takes care of his tanks, comes over once a week to take care of his tanks.
So he's not a proper fish keeper then.
No, he just likes to look at them.
He just likes the fact that they're there. Yeah.
He likes to look at them.
He don't want to do any work.
No, he actually was talking about him one time, and he said, I don't have the time to learn what I have to do, and I've got the money I could pay somebody to do it. I don't want to kill him. That's what he said. You know,
Yeah.
he said I wound up killing him and then have to rebuy him. He said I'd rather just pay the guy to come in and take care of him like that, and I can understand. He says I don't have that much time when I get home to worry about all of that because he's back and forth.
Mm.
Well,
He's a
where
big
does they do the Gutfield show out of New York? Is that where he goes?
That's in New York. So he's going New York to New Orleans on weekends. Shoot, he might have his own private jet. You know, I wouldn't doubt it. The money he's got. But I've only seen him that one time because I don't go shop over there. I went over there one time just to kind of go through the area because they've got stuff you can't get anywhere else.
Yeah.
And I was just going to glance around to see if there's anything I wanted to grab. I used to shop over there, but it's like twice the cost. So I went walking around through the store, and now all of a sudden there he is. Because he had talked to somebody in an interview and said that he goes home on weekends and then comes back. And he's always talking about going to Fresh Market. So I went.
Now is he married?
Oh yeah, you ought to see his wife.
Does he have kids?
He got a couple of kids. Actually, I think he's got 4 kids or 5 kids. But he's got, all his kids are from different wives or different women.
Ah,
Yeah. And then the one he's got a kid with, I think. But the rest of them are from different women. His wife is one, I think he's got one. But all his kids are from different, he said that the other night, he said, all my kids are from different women.
Hmm.
But I wouldn't tangle with him.
no, I don't think so.
I
You
think
gotta-
it'd take more than one shot to take him down.
You gotta
How big
play,
he is.
you gotta play smart.
I tell you what, though, I seen his wife. Lord help me.
She
I
hot?
couldn't be the guy taking care of the fish tanks. I wouldn't
she-
want to go in that house with her.
What,
You
what,
too,
eth-
Jim.
what,
Have a good day.
what ethnicity would she be?
She's white.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she is hot.
Okay,
Later,
Jim,
Jim.
She's so hot
Yeah,
that
she is. She's absolutely beautiful.
now how old would she be?
I couldn't tell you. I wouldn't say she's more than her 30s. But the kids, I'm wondering if any of the kids are going to school around here, or who they go to school, where they go to school. You know, if they're going to private school or if they're going to the regular. Because the public schools here are better than the private schools.
Oh, really?
But all I know them by is Tyrus, so I don't know the last name, what it really is. So they could be having one of them over here in Mandeville. I have no idea. I haven't seen him at any Mandeville events, but you don't know. I might wind up seeing him at a Mandeville event. Because that's what used to happen with Coach Ogeron. His sons played for Mandeville High. He used to be the coach at LSU, won the national championship. And Coach O was always at Mandeville. He was USC's coach. He'd look up and you'd hear that voice he had, that raspy voice. Last time I saw him was when his son Cody was playing. He was a quarterback at McNeese, and he was playing Southeastern. His last game at Southeastern, and I went to shoot the game, and I seen Cody talking to him on the other side of the field. So I walked across the field, and I kind of walked up because Tot was the quarterback from both of those quarterbacks were from Mandeville. Tot was the backup quarterback, and Cody was the starting quarterback. So I walked over there with his dad standing there, and they had their back turned, they couldn't see me. I walked up on him, and I said, "Boy, I'm so glad to see Tots here. We got a good quarterback now." I said, "McNeese is gonna have a good quarterback today." And Cody turned around, looked at me, and he started laughing. He said, "Oh, Mr. Joe, that's funny," like that. And his dad said, "Hey, old man, how you been?" Slapped me on the back. I told him I'm mad at him. I was really mad at him because I had an LSU helmet. My son's got it, and I gave it to Justin. And I told Cody, I said, he wins that national championship, I'm gonna bring you that helmet. I want you to have him sign it, and I want Joe Burrow to sign it. Both on the same helmet. And I said, I want to be invited to your championship party. Somehow, none of that happened. That got me so mad. Yeah. Shoot, she's taller than me. What are you talking about?
She's,
Yeah, I come up to about where the bottom of his neck was.
yeah, right there.
That's all
I didn't
fake.
realize. I've never seen her personally. But she's
Uh,
taller than me.
She's a fitness mogul, Ingrid Rennick.
Those are
So,
fake.
so
Paul.
Russian girl. Yeah.
Yeah,
They have 3
he's a-
children, 2 are stepkids. So you got 3 kids then.
He's a big dude.
They have 3 children, 2 of which are Tyrus's stepkids.
His hand's bigger than her face. Well, can you imagine Art in that picture? He come up to her waist.
Be a bit like that girl volleyball player that keeps putting stuff on YouTube.
She's born in 81. 1934. 44.
She's got subscribers to her health. They pay $150 a month.
Yep, there you go. She got her money too.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not looking at the health stuff. They're watching her. Don't tell Art he'd be putting a GoFundMe up.
Oh yeah. Yesterday was funny.
So, okay. Trump threatened bad things if Iran won't reach a nuclear deal.
He's going to show them, isn't he?
I know he's going to take it too far in a bit.
He's all right. The only thing I'm only worried about one thing. There's all this going on right now, and things they're starting to backtrack because they're starting to people are starting to cave a little bit. But like I said, my son next week, he's on a boat for 2 weeks. They're getting on a boat in Norfolk, Virginia. Tuesday they leave. All they're doing is going up and down the East Coast.
They're just on
They're
patrol.
they're just doing just to get used to the boat, so they'll get used to it. He was telling me some things that really kind of pissed me off yesterday. He said that he's got his own private room on a boat, which officers do. Anything E7 and above, you have your own private room. I was E6. Now that pissed me off. I would have taken E7. I would have taken that warrant for that, you know. But you have your own private room, and all the officers have to pay for their food.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
That's stupid.
Yeah, the enlisted men eat for free.
Yeah, but the officers have to buy the uniforms and everything else because they make so much money. They make 5 times what the other ones make. But what I don't understand is they've got you on a deployment. They need to pay for your food,
Yeah.
but they give him separation pay because he's away from his wife. And all the other officers said it balances out to where you don't lose anything. But yet that's still separation pay that the enlisted get that you don't get.
Right.
So they need to fix that. I'm telling you, there's no reason why their food shouldn't be free. He said
Yeah.
it costs them about $400 a month for food. You know, that don't make sense to me.
Do they get exactly the same food, or do they get better
Yeah.
food?
Well,
No,
yeah,
I can't tell you. I really can't tell you.
Joe,
There
what,
might be an officer's mess. It might be an enlisted mess.
but Joe, what that tells me is there's probably Doge needs to take a look at it because that $400 per officer, who knows where it's going?
Well, it's going to the officer on their check, but they're paying $400 for the food. Where's the money for the food going? So, you said something, Mark, I didn't think about. I'm gonna ask him when he comes back. He's like I said, he leaves Monday. Monday he's got to go to Norfolk. They leave Tuesday. They come back, not the following Monday, but the following Monday. 2 weeks they're gonna be gone, and it's just doing a triangle actually. He said off the East Coast. They're just cruising the East Coast. They'll be going all the way down the tip of Miami back up. That's all they're doing for 2 weeks, just to get them used to the boat. And then he leaves again in August for the 6 to 9 months. But he gets to bring another thing. He gets to bring because that's his room. That is going to be his room. He gets a key to it, so it's locked. And he gets to bring anything he wants to keep there for August that he could go ahead and put in there now. So he doesn't have to bring it next time. So he's going to do all of that. But I'm going to ask him. I'm going to say, is there an officer's mess and is there a enlisted mess, and then you'll have separate kind of food, different food.
Yeah.
Because they may get better food. That might be the whole thing, you know?
Mm.
But still, I don't think it's fair.
I don't either. They're all on the same deployment.
Yep. And they're all in the same military.
Uh-huh.
You know, the bottom line is like when he went to TBS, Officer Candidate School, all the uniforms that he was given came out of his money. Nothing was initially issued. Everything came out. The money they made came out of your money. You got the difference. And you got just the basic stuff. When you went to TBS, you had to go to uniform shop and you had to put everything, all the uniforms you were required to have for your initial order had to be put on the thing. And it was like in the thousands. And because you got to be there 6 months and they go ahead and so much a month. Because you're already at TBS, you're already in the Marine Corps. So now what they're doing is they're doing payroll deductible, and it cost him, I think, $100 a month they take out of his pay. So that's not as bad. But you see that sword, that Mameluke sword he has? I told him, I said, if you decide to do this, I'll buy you the sword. I said, I'll give you that. That'll be my present to you.
That was a big mistake.
Well, I
wasn't
should
it?
never have said that. That's like $900. Yeah. Mine's 200. Mine was $234. I got mine free. His $900. Now the good news, what happened was that he went to the uniform shop and they had them for $7 something. The ones the issue type. I said, check and see there. They got. I was getting ready to order for him because he needed it for TBS to learn sword stuff. And I said, check and see when you get there if they've got it through the uniform shop. And he called me up and he said, I ordered the sword. I said, oh Lord, how much I owe you? And he said, well, it was $735 or something like this. I said, that's all? He said, yeah. He said, I got that through that. And I said, okay. And I got off because I was going to buy him the leather sheath to go in and everything, the big case. He didn't buy the case. So now he's stuck. He's going to have to buy his own case. You know, it's about $80. You know, he should have bought it all together.
Yep.
But what he said to me, and when he left here, he had a problem. What happened right before he left it, he bought a car. And the car started leaking fluid out of one of the front wheels, like brake fluid, and the brake light came on. So we brought it in. It put $6,000 down on this Altima. It was 2 years old, and we bring it in because it's got the warranties and everything still intact. And they call us down to the Nissan place and said, we can't honor your warranty. This is a reconstruction. We said, what are you talking about? It was a reconstruction title that they didn't sell us. They didn't tell us because it had been in a major accident. And you could see all the off aftermarket parts that were put on it. That they showed us where everything was moved and re-drilled and everything else. So they voided the warranty and wouldn't fix it. He said, well, I guess I'll take it and we'll figure it out ourselves. He said, we can't even let you take it. We can't, you got to have it towed off the lot. We can't let you drive it off our lot. Like that. So we went to the company that sold it to us, and I went off on the guy. I said, you should have told us, you were supposed to tell us this. And he said, well, they didn't tell us this. Well, so he gave me all the runaround. And he was getting ready to write the $6,000 check back and go get the car back. And then he got on the phone, came back and says, no, we're not going to do it. You're going to have to sue us. Like this. So I said, we'll sue you. So I called Capital One and told him, I said, look, there's a reconstruction we got lied to. He said the car for a month. So he wound up losing the car. He gave the car back to Capital One, never heard him on his credit. He lost the $6,000. That's done. So that was done. He lost that. The $6,000 came from the other car he had flooded. So it wasn't that it was his money, it was extra money.
Can you throw me another towel?
So when it was all said and done, he bought another car and he needed to borrow $2,000 down to get the other car. So I lent him $2,000. Yeah, so the car he's got now, when he bought the second car he's got now, which is the Chrysler 200, he needed $2,000 down. I said, here, here's 2,000. I said, just pay me back when you get back, when you get settled. And he was paying me back every month, a little bit at a time. And when he bought the sword, he turned around and he said, he said, if you want to, I'll just pay this and take it off the bill. I said, do that. You know, I mean, I'd have to come up with another 700 right now. So we just took it off his bill. But his car now is beautiful. Chrysler 200. It's not a bad car. But that Nissan Altima really gets me. Because it was a good deal, it was a good price. And it wasn't priced under what it should have been. It was priced right. And the car drove beautiful. And he said they had one issue with it was pulling a little bit. And we brought it to the shop and they fixed it. But well, I know now what to look for when the guy at Ford when Nissan showed me everything. He said, always when you purchase a car, look at these 4 points that he showed me under the hood. He said, where these bolts are, if you look like it's been shifted around a little bit, it's a reconstruction because they'll never go back on the same. Sometimes they have to re-drill holes. And they had 2 re-drill holes in it. So I got to watch a news story came on this morning about the auto tariffs. It was with Ronnie Lamarck, the guy I know real well, owns the biggest Ford company in Louisiana. He was on there and he didn't look like he was bitching. It looked like he was saying something. I want to see what he said. Because they were interviewing him about the cars and the tariffs. So Riley, Lexi. They got one set of one family. They've got the dance team for Mandeville High School, right? The Spinnakers. And the dance team has had this one family's had 3 daughters go through. If I'd have been in high school with any one of those 3 daughters, I'd have failed. I'm telling you. Another one had a birthday today. She is. Oh, bride to be. One of them is engaged now.
Wow.
See what it is.
You made me hungry, Joe. It's ice cream time.
Oh,
That means you just don't want to be hungry. You're just being bad.
is that whipped cream on top, Paul?
Yeah.
Mm.
It's cherry fudge ice cream with whipped topping.
They got Lamarck.
Joe, you don't need ice cream, do you?
Not that much. Not that much. Where is this rain? Get it over with.
Is it raining?
No. This is what gets me. They could have moved that parade to 9 o'clock in the morning and had that parade.
Well, it must be damp in the air here because Boone was out for a little while, came in and you touch him and he's wet.
You know, Bill could probably speak better to this than me, but it's not necessarily.
That's sweating because he was sweating because he was chasing all the squirrels.
After the retreat, they go to Hamlet. That was a bit of a wreck.
The little rats. Bushy tail rats.
I was gonna say the same thing about the bull. Your bull looks bigger than TJ's. Well,
It is.
No.
I think it's really good on this golf course, and I think he understands what it takes to have a couple of runner-up finishes. So this golf course,
I'm not halfway done with it yet.
but I think this club right here, along with the ball strike, now we're seeing starting of last year. And to that, you were on hand for the players, and instead of sending stuff into position, but didn't necessarily break. And this is early in round. Every single week, none of that list that we have to run points. Of course, the weight in the hand, as far as I'm concerned, he has no fear.
Take an extra one for when you're at Matt's.
He really does.
I go,
Has better consciousness of face in the golf swing than Scotty Scheffler. I mean, he knows that face is at all times. Well, along those lines, and this is a game.
Wow. They got a story on Facebook about the military history of why the Marine Corps only uses 6 body bearers for funeral ceremonies. They're telling everything about it, but they're not saying exactly why.
Well, normally, when they're doing the pallbearer
Yeah,
thing, there's 8 people, right?
Right, the Marine Corps only uses 6.
We only had 4 for me, mum.
It says, unlike everything else it does, it's not because they have to, it's a point of pride. It said to perform upwards to 5 funerals a day, holding caskets that weigh up to 800 pounds, while keeping each at perfect elbow level requires incredible strength and stamina. They're saying that they go through, actually the ones at Arlington have to go through a class, a class to do this. And it says they require them to perform 225 bench press, 315 squat, 135 behind the head military press, and 115 straight arm curl. Ooh, 115 straight arm curl. Ooh, wait. That's tough. They said the hardest test to graduate is to be able to hold the casket at eye level for 10 seconds before setting it down to its resting space. Because they got to hold it and they got to hold it and stop and not move for 10 seconds like that and then bring it down. All of that while wearing dress blues.
come on, Paul, hold that spoon up. 10 seconds. Cannot move.
You moved.
What was the leader from what we had seen earlier?
Hey, on the official DJI Neo site, right? DJI Neo official owners club. It says we need the DJI Neo Pro to have better sensors, better tracking, better speed, better battery life, better camera, no flyaway issues, with the same portable size. Ain't happening. So you see all the problems with it, right?
Well, I think it's supposed to come out with a Neo 2.
They say there is, but I haven't seen any leaks. To show you a picture that's posted of a soccer game. That's why I'm out there taking pictures, because the pictures like this. That one's still all the grain in it. That's why I go take pictures out there, because of pictures like that. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to start working on them pictures.
DJI
I gotta
continues
put
to
them. I want to do them today, so I don't have to do them tomorrow.
Well, here, I'm going to share something with you.
Okay.
the drone industry with its innovative product lineup, and its latest launch has generated significant buzz. The DJI Flip, a foldable drone designed to bridge the gap between the Neo and DJI's flagship models, was officially
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
anticipation.
Well,
This compact and versatile drone
they're leading up to talk about the Neo 2.
without compromising.
Yeah, but I think what they show, they don't show a Neo 2. I think they show a Nevada
A
2.
new rumor who has previously leaked reliable details about key DJI launches such as the A3S goggles and N3, claims the Neo 2 could debut later this year. This has sparked curiosity about its features and how it might position itself in
That looks just like the Neo to me.
adding to
Only
the
thing changes.
whispers of other upcoming drones, such as the high-performance Mavic 4 series and Mini 5, suggest that DJI is gearing up for a transformative year. The DJI Flip and the rumored Neo 2 cater to different audiences, each with its unique appeal. The Flip is officially positioned as a lightweight, foldable drone designed for casual users and travelers. Contrast, the Neo 2 is likely to target mid-range drone enthusiasts seeking advanced features without the premium price tag of flagship models like
Mid-range.
the original.
That's a lot.
Already established itself as a strong contender in this segment, offering excellent technology, reliable
We'll
performance.
put that out. DJI?
Yeah.
The Neo 2 follows a
Yeah.
similar trajectory. Potential upgrades could include improved battery life, better camera sensors, and refined software features such as obstacle avoidance and AI-assisted flight modes.
Yeah, the better drone.
Would make it a compelling choice for users who prioritize performance and functionality over portability. Meanwhile, DJI's rumored product pipeline extends.
You won't want to go out, it's raining.
The Mavic 4 series, which includes an enhanced AI camera. The minute to wait for the Neo 2 or invest in the current Neo depends on individual priorities. The Neo is already an excellent mid-range option, offering advanced functionality.
That's not a mid-range option.
However,
That's a
those who
low
value having
quality,
the latest
low option.
technology or specific enhancements may find it
Mid-range
frustrating for the
option
Neo
is
2.
the Mini
Whether you're a
4K.
hobbyist, content creator, or professional, DJI's evolving lineup ensures there's a DJI.
The only thing that I saw that Neo does well is it wants to follow you around. You need something to follow you around.
It crashes well.
Yeah, it does. I agree. Yeah, I don't buy that. Yeah, yeah, Sunstar said, Brenda said, that bowl's bigger than TJ cereal bowl. It sure is.
Brenda.
Yeah. I'm gonna jump off because I gotta
Okay.
do those pictures.
Yeah,
It's not gonna take long. I just gotta do them.
Let's shut it down.
So,
Okay, you guys. See
Okay,
you
Ed,
later.
Mark, we'll see all you again later today. Joe, you'll probably be here.
I should. It'll
Okay.
be raining.
Okay, everybody. Bye for now.
All right. See you later.